Well, good evening, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Hello. Welcome to your Monday evening service. I hope you all had a lovely weekend.
I did with that one down there.
You were with her down there, were you?
I was with her down there. Yes.
Her down there.
Yes, it was nice.
It was lovely.
Yes.
We put
Relaxing
the ropes right, didn't we?
Relaxing at the caravan, were you?
Oh, yes. It was rocking and a rolling, wasn't it, Jean?
You weren't you? Weren't you still at Caravan, Tony?
Yeah.
You come back today.
Yes, came back this morning. Michael came back last night because he had work all day. But yes,
so
I was there.
Morning. Yes, lovely. And how did John Street go?
It was wonderful.
Beautiful.
It's a lovely church. It's a lovely church.
It is a lovely church. Lovely people.
Yeah. Very welcoming.
Yeah.
Very welcoming. I absolutely love it.
We had a nice service as well, didn't we, Jean, at Harmony?
Yeah, it was lovely. I got a big hug and I went behind the curtains, Tony.
You might know, she got chatted up again. She did. Yeah, she shut the curtains. I was going to go through and she put her head through and she says, "No, you can't. We're having a hug." Fine.
It was absolutely beautiful. It was, that gentleman.
He's a lovely lad. He really is.
Evening, Dad. Dad Alan.
Hello, Father.
Hello,
how art thou?
Alan.
I haven't seen you on here for a while.
No.
How's Mum?
No.
How's Mum, Josie?
Mum's fine. I was talking to Mum today.
Good.
She's fine as Mum.
Our Stay says we can't take you anywhere, Jean, but we can because it was lovely.
Lovely.
I don't know. She's swanning off to the caravan with her husband, and then she's going off with another man.
I know.
And then I'm meeting up. Hang on. Then I'm meeting up with this other man.
Yes, yes, you are. Yeah.
And that's without the one that I took with me as well. That was you know.
Caring, sharing.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh dear. Well, bless you all for watching. Thank you. It really means so much to us that you keep tuning in time after time after time. It really touches us. It really does.
It does.
Yes, Pam Duffy says, "Lucky Jean."
Yeah.
Well, that's it. And Pam, don't finish there. Look, we've had police on street, and I've missed out again.
Yeah.
She didn't get frisked. She didn't get strip searched.
No.
I offered.
Nothing.
The Cardon Street off they did.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, today will be our healing service. So if you know anybody that needs some support, some upliftment, a thought sending out, please drop the names into the comments and we'll pick them up as we're going through the service. Not forgetting yourselves, if you need a thought or a prayer, then please put your own name in. It's not selfish, because without you taking care of yourself, how can you help other people?
Absolutely.
So could we open the service in prayer, please, and blend our energies together, friends? Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for the opportunity of gathering together across the internet as friends tonight. We promise that everything we do this evening will be done with love, truth and honesty in our hearts. And I ask that the veil be lifted between the realms to allow the guides for Jean, Irene and myself to step forward to support and inspire us through this service. I also ask for those watching to send out a thought to their loved ones in your realm so that they may come forward to offer messages of truth, of proof, of love and upliftment. And we promise most sincerely that at the end of this evening, everything will be handed back to you, which is rightfully yours, with love, with honour and glory. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
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 Thank you.
I was supposed to do this poem last night at church where Jean and I were, but we didn't get a chance. But Jean's picked this one out, and I said I would read it out tonight. You have heard it before, but Jean wanted this one reading out, so I'm going to read it tonight for you. And it's just called Keep Me. Keep me close to you, always in your heart, for the time we had to be apart. I don't want you to feel lost or down. I want to see you smile, not a frown. Keep me near you so we can talk, and always be beside me when I go for a walk. I know you're always with me in some small way as I carry on without you day by day. Keep me by you while I laugh and cry. It has not been long since you said goodbye. I know it's your time to go, so walk ahead, but please walk slow. Keep me always in your thoughts and prayers, so I know someone in spirit really cares. You know there is nothing I take for granted, and each day is so long since we parted. Keep me safe and free from harm, always to be blessed with wise words and calm. Ready my place for when I come back home, to walk spirit land with you, to be no longer alone.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you, Irene.
That's
You're
beautiful.
very welcome. Thank you. I love that one. I know I wrote it. I have me certain ones.
Yeah, you would. But we've started to get names coming through, so we will send out thoughts to those people because we have now come to the healing part of our service. So we will start, as always, with the healing prayer, and then we'll have the lovely candles that have been from Weymouth
around the world.
Yeah, to everywhere. To everywhere they have. And then we'll finish with the word Amen. So if you could blend your energy with me again, please, friends. Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, here we bring unto you all of those who are sick, suffering, and in need of comfort, whether they be suffering in mind, in body, or in spirit, that it may please thee to heal them. This we ask for those we know, for those we do not know, and those who have no one to ask for them. We ask for them now. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. I love that music. It really chills me out. It's like,
it's lovely. It's lovely.
Oh, come on, you.
And can we continue to please send out our thoughts to the Ukraine as well, please, and all of the people and animals in the Ukraine who are suffering at the moment.
Can I just say that part of Wath, not Wath, with Thurcroft, they've actually raised, well, we've took £100 out at charity, but we've got £167 now to buy goodies to send for Ukraine. So on Friday,
bless each and every one of you.
Yeah, we're going shopping. We're going to get all the goods, what they need. We're going to put some quilling books and crayons in for the kiddies. I'm going to put some books, what Cohen's going out on. So they've got some books and things like that for the kids to read as well. So it's not just going to be that. So we are going to cater for everyone. And I think it's going to be lovely.
Night, Dad.
Oh, night. Hope it's someone nice.
Do you want me to come over and go with you, Jean?
No, you're all right. I'm fine.
Okay.
Not that Tom's missed his mum or anything.
No, thank you, Stace. My daughter came and looked after him while I went off on my jollies for the night with Jean. So
Bless. No, thank you, each and every one that goes to Faircroft Centre and supports them.
They've done it. Yeah, they've done it.
You've done amazing. You've done amazingly. You really have.
Yeah, they've all done wonderful. And there's still money coming in, I've heard, at Faircroft. People are still fetching things in.
Wow.
Just shows you how we can all pull together, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does. It does. And it's really inspiring, actually. It really is inspiring to see everybody coming together like that, and to see that community feel. That's what I love about spiritualism, Christian spiritualism.
Yeah.
That it's a community feel no matter which church you go to. There's only been a couple of churches in the 9 and a bit years I've been doing this now where I've thought, I'm not sure I'd go there again. But all of the others, and we've done quite a few, haven't we?
These odd ones or two, I think, no, it's not.
Not for me.
No, but that's how it goes.
It is, and you can't please all of the people all of the time, as somebody once said. No. But what I really appreciate is that there's the community feel that comes across, and it's really wonderful. And it's something I was talking about last night for at John Street. Because, as you know, I don't ever plan what I'm going to say when I stand up to do philosophy. It just
all comes.
And it was about a journey through spiritualism, and about every now and again just taking time to pause and reflect on where you are in your journey. And it's the same with church and churches. A gentleman at John Street was saying he's been coming since, I think he said 2013. And he says, I've never been to any other church. And he said, I feel like I need to just go and dip my toe in the water elsewhere and just see what. And I said, there's nothing wrong with that. You can still support your own church and visit others. It's not an exclusive club. You know, you can go and try.
Yeah, well, that's what we always said.
A manner of spiritual churches.
Yeah, go and have a look and see what other churches are like in different mediums and what the centres are churches are like. There's nothing wrong with it.
No, because like we've said, we've walked into a couple of churches and we've both looked at each other and gone, don't know how we're going to go down, but, you know, here we go.
Well, it's true,
we'll see. It is. And until you've walked through the door, because I got the feeling, same feeling walking into John Street as I did the first time I walked into the church where Jean was. I just felt like I'd been given this great big hug as I walked through the door.
But you did, didn't you? Look what you got, Tony.
Oh, no. 9 years later, and I still can't get rid of her. I'm tried.
Still tied to you.
Bloody hell. Yeah.
You've tried to drop me off or throw me overboard, but I just keep coming back.
Yeah.
I'm like that bad penny.
You're like the limpet that just sticks to the bottom of the boat and won't go anywhere. It's like, oh God.
I think it's also the people that run the churches, because the majority of the time they make you so welcome, and you always get a hug, and or
exactly.
They've always got a kind word, and it's lovely because they speak to you after and they give you their opinion of how you've worked and how the services went, and that's important because that's good feedback for us when we work in it.
And then you get some churches that don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't have your cup of tea. Don't say, well, hello, goodbye.
Yeah.
No, we went. Do you remember? It wasn't a church, but it was a group that was held in a pub, and Jean and I had travelled quite a distance, and we walked into this room, and there were a couple of people milling about, and they went and sat down with their drinks. So we got.
We're looking lost.
And we sat down, and it was getting to about 10 minutes before the kickoff time, and we were like, well, there's all these people turned up, but we don't know.
Also,
the two original people walked over and said, I'll be chairing for you tonight. And we were like, oh,
we've been here like 20 minutes and nobody said anything.
And nobody said a word until that point. Oh, are you?
And then we said, well, where do we sit? Anyway, sit just where you want, do what you want. And there was nothing on the Tony.
Oh. No, it was really odd. Really odd.
I think the worst one that we went to was that pub where that man came out in that mankini. Do you remember that?
Oh, for Jean, yes, came and saw Jean saw a man in a mankini walking up the pub. Yeah,
Yes, not a pretty sight, I can tell you, everybody.
No,
not a pretty sight.
He was a spirit gentleman.
Yes, but still not a pretty sight.
But that evening, that evening, I think, was the one that cemented for me that working in that type of environment wasn't for me.
Yeah,
no.
It doesn't work. We've done a few, haven't we, between us?
Yeah.
And it doesn't work for me and Jean and Irene.
No, I don't like it.
Other people like it.
Other people like
that
it.
atmosphere. Yeah.
Well, one lad that we know does them regular, don't they? At the pubs and clubs, you can tell the way he works when he works in church. But that's him, and he's good at doing that. But it's just not.
He's good at what he's doing.
Yes.
I mean, I do a couple of ones, but their rooms off, and they've got strict rules. You know, you can have a drink after, but you can only bring soft drinks, tea, coffee, or water in while we're working. After that, you can go in the pub and do what you like.
That one we did in Brough, down towards the caravan.
That was the same, weren't it?
That was the same. It was a room off a pub. I think you've done it, Irene, as well. A room off a pub, but it's very strict. But it doesn't stop people who've had a skinful coming in.
No,
do you know
I know
the
what
one?
You mean.
The one what I'll never forget, and I bet Tony will never forget it. Tony, can you remember the one where they were having the wake? We walked through it.
Yeah, we knew where we were. I mean, it was when we found the right room.
Wake hadn't finished, and we were going through it.
And the room was through the room that the wake was in, and off the other side. But you just felt a bit like, oh no. But
let's just walk through.
It was lovely. Lovely place, but unfortunately, they decided they didn't want that church in the pub anymore, did they?
The wake hadn't finished. Had it? No. The wake hadn't finished though when we got told to go in. It was funny.
No, it was hilarious.
We were fetching more spirit through that day. Everybody were coming.
There was plenty around, but they were all for the people into the room, not for the people that we were talking to.
The room we were in, they were all coming for people.
You haven't nearly missed us, Sharon. We haven't started yet. We're still rattling, but it's been one of those nights
to start. Haven't we?
Yeah,
it's like nearly past, and I'll be clicking off soon if I don't make a move soon.
Where's our Claire?
She's had to deal with some stuff. She's not around. Okay. She's got her phone on, but she's having to deal with.
She's busy doing a lot of other things, isn't she?
Yeah, bless her.
Yeah. 2 teenage boys and a daisy. I mean, what else do you want?
Oh,
and a fat dog. A fat dog. Don't forget the dog.
That snores.
Yeah.
The beagle. They walked the legs off me and poor beagle on Saturday. No, Sunday.
Have you shrunk then, Tony? Have you shrunk if they've walked your legs off?
Yeah. I'm actually stood on the stool. I'm stood on the stool. My legs are only that long now. Jane, we set off down the beach and we were nearly in Withernsea.
What you love?
Yeah.
But how bad it were? Oh, you could have called for a cuppa.
I could see not Hornsey, Withernsea.
Withernsea. What do you say? I always say Withernsea.
Withernsea. There's a nut in it.
Withernsea.
It's Withernsea. Withernsea.
That's what I said. Withernsea.
Yeah.
Withering.
That's what I said.
Well, Claire said she needs peace and quiet and stress-free life is what she needs. Bless you, Claire.
But you kept nattering, and then we could see like the steps starting to come up to get up into Withernsea. I was like, no wonder I'm knackered.
Chatted
It would have done you good, though, darling. It would have done you good. It would have got rid of some of those cobwebs and, used up some energy.
Angela disagrees with us. She says it's Withernsea.
Okay, Withernsea.
Withernsea.
It is where it is.
Yes, right. Has anybody got a link? I'll kick us off.
Go on then,
Anybody?
Jean, you kick us
No,
off,
I don't
darling.
mean no. I'm asking.
Oh.
I'm just getting us going. Has anybody? Yeah, it's in Hull. Well, it's not in Hull, Claire.
It's next to Hull.
It's
Near Hull.
near Hull. It's near Hull.
Yeah.
Yes.
On the
It's near
seaside.
Hull. Has anybody got a link? I'm just asking you.
Not at the moment. Got somebody
Right,
stuck
Tony.
behind.
Go on then, sweetheart. Or is it just your finger what's got a link?
No, I've got a gentleman standing with me, and I know this gentleman, as he's standing with me, he would have been at a decent age, is how he's putting it to me, and I feel he would have. Oh yes, please, Michael, a cold drink, or even a hot one. I don't mind. Okay. Getting told off. Yes, the gentleman, as he's connected with me, he would got to a good age prior to his passing, and he's telling me it was just one of those things. He just got tired. He said a different word. He said, I just got buggered, and I just couldn't deal with anything, so it was just time. So this gentleman, it was just his time to go. He just wanted to... He's saying go to sleep and just give up. So that's what he did. But he's saying he'd lived a full life, he'd lived a good life, and he's given me the name of James or Jim. I'm not saying that's his name, but it's a name that would connect around him. And you can take it, Claire, right? Just listening, sweetheart. He's coming through, as he's connecting with me, he's coming through with more of a grandfatherly feel than a fatherly feel, if that makes sense for you. And he's also talking about the three. But I feel like there were three connected to him. So I don't know if it's like three brothers, three sisters, three sons, but there's three that connect to him. And he's also making me aware that his breathing wasn't very good. I know he said there was just lots of other things that just got knackered, his words, but the breathing wasn't so good. But I feel that was prior to his passing, so he would have had treatment for the breathing condition, like inhalers and atomizers and things to try and help his breathing. But it's just, he's a lovely gentleman. He's a really lovely gentleman. He would have had a bit of arthritis as well, because I feel like COPD.
It's bad, that.
I feel like
I've got it.
It feels like I'm moving my fingers with my other hand to try and make them flex, bless him. And he says, oh, it was just too much and I just had to go. So I just went, bless him. But he's Claire or Angela, you would understand where he's a very direct speaking gentleman as well. We say about Claire's boys and Daisy to an extent that there's just no filter. If it's in the head, it's out of the mouth. And he's just saying, I would just say what was on my mind, because what's the point of dancing about and wasting time? Just say what you've got to say and then we can deal with it. But he's saying around you, Angela or Claire or Natalie, if you think you can take that for your partner, you would understand where either you or your partner have to say what's on your mind, because it's very much, it's eating you up rather than the person who's creating the situation is living their best life. But you're that annoyed about it or upset about it, it's eating you up and you can't move past it. So get it out, lay it out for them, which is not something I would normally say for myself, but lay it out in front of them and tell them what they're doing to you, rather than dance about and well, it might improve, the situation might improve. And he's saying it's not improving, so lay it out for them, and if they don't like it, then that's the door and it can hit your bottom as you go through it, is how he's saying it. He's referencing the lady that connects with him. So either his sister or his wife or his partner, but there's a lady that connects with him that there, and I can just they're like linking arms. They're like stood together, linking arms. It's lovely, and I feel that's just how they would be. They would just stand with their arms linked or their hands held and natter, and that's just how they are. Right, Angela, you speak your mind. Well, then if this is for you, you need to do it more than about a certain situation. But it feels like this is somebody
Natalie
saying
said she
you
can
need
take
to.
everything as well.
Right. So Natalie, Claire, Angela, just keep listening then. I need to be around the 12th, and I got the 12th and April, so I don't know if it is the 12th of April or the 12th, and April means something, but you've got pictures of them linking up. That's just how they stood. They stood like linking arms and nattering away to each other. They're lovely. But I got the 12th and I've got April, and I've also got the 15th. Angela, Claire, Natalie, would you understand the lady got some problems speech-wise? Like I'm tripping over my words. They just run together and they get muddled. See? Mixed up before they come out. Because, like I said, my words are just running together and I'm finding it difficult.
80 years.
Wow.
No,
That's
isn't that
fantastic.
lovely? Yeah.
And they're still, even after 80 years, they're still like a couple of teenagers
Together
giggling
like
and
that.
laughing and carrying on.
It's beautiful.
Lovely.
Proper soulmates.
Yeah. Right. Would you understand one had problems without the other? Because it's like, I can't function. It's like I'm lost. That's not for you. That's fine then, Claire. And it's not for you.
Not
His wife's
with
still
me,
here. Well,
Natalie.
this is like, they're together. So they're either really close brother and sister, or they're together because they're giggling and laughing and carrying on like teenagers. But the lady, I feel, affected. She was delirious. Angela, then I feel like this connection, the rest of this message must be for you then, because that's what they brought in. Because I was asking to split it, and she started running my words together and being a bit funny. And okay, the lady is bringing her energy forward now, and I want to say she's less direct than the chap is, and she's a bit of a. This is going to sound wrong, and I don't mean to. She's more of a gentle energy, and where the gentleman was full on, but she's just like coming in behind and like, right, okay, and we'll calm things down. And she would be the peacemaker. Oh, Granddad passed, and then nearly a year grandma. I knew they couldn't. It was like, I'm lost. I don't know how to function. All right, bless you. Okay. She was direct, but less so, and she was more of a peacemaker. That's what I mean. She wasn't as direct as him, but she could still call a spade a shovel. Would you understand, please, a big vase? I've just got like a big vase with, they used to put like not pampas grass. Yeah. What's it called?
I know what you mean. Bull thing. Yeah. I've got one here. I've got one in the bedroom.
Well, I can see one, so there must be one somewhere. And at some point, it had like umbrellas and walking sticks in it.
I'm turning you around to have a look.
Yeah, that type of thing. Yes to the vase. Okay. And she's lovely. She really is lovely. And she's got a cardie. She's talking about her favourite cardie. I don't know where she's where this is or where it's gone, but she's talking about her favourite cardie, and she's also making me aware that she was quite good at make, do and mend. So she lived through the times where you had now, so you appreciated everything, and you didn't need lots of material things. You could just happy as a family, and what you had, you made do with. And she didn't like sort of this throwaway culture, or she doesn't like this sort of throwaway culture we've got now.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's lovely, that.
I'm getting emotional with that. That's lovely. That really is lovely, because she just put it on and she says, "Look at me, Cardi. Look at me, Cardi." But she definitely did, like, she would patch jeans, and she didn't like this idea of, well, I know a new pair's only like 15 quid, but that's 15 quid I could do something else with. So I'll patch this up and it'll be just as good. So, and that's the attitude she's coming through with. Would you be able to, not would you, you must, because she's telling me, be able to place the younger person around you at the minute that needs a bit of a foot on the throttle to keep them motivated, rather than, they just coast and, oh, it's all right, I'll do that, and that'll just be enough. And she's saying, no, don't do just enough, do your best. Don't do just enough, do your best. And I feel that's important for somebody around you, Angela. And I'm going down the younger generation, so nephews, nieces, sons and daughters. I'm going sort of on that level. But she's saying this person's got it academically and they've got the brain power to do it. They keep feeling like just enough is good enough, and it's not. She wants you to do, or wants them to do their best. All right, bless you. I will have to pull away from her a little bit, otherwise I'll be here all night, and I'll just, the rest of the hour will be me talking, because that's how she is. And this gentleman's the same. He could just make himself at home among anybody, and would you understand, Angela, where he could talk to anybody? He could talk to sort of the Prime Minister and the Queen, and then he could talk to the coal man and the dustbin man. Would you understand that? Because it's like he's just sat down and he's made himself at home, and it feels like I've known him for 20 years and I've only just met his energy. But he's, very, very chatty. Same as me. I think that's why we're getting on. Anyway, the gentleman wants me to give you a hip flask, if you understand. I don't know if this was presented to somebody, but it's like engraved. I don't know if it's engraved with a name or it's engraved with a pattern. Oh, there goes our Jean.
Yeah.
But I've got a hip flask and I can see engraving on it. So it was either engraved and really beautiful to look at, or it was engraved with an inscription. But I can see the hip flask. And he said it sometimes had a little bit of something in it for him to take to wherever he was going. But, and also the lady wants me to give you, I had this last night, and nobody could take it. China figures, little China figures. I don't know if they're animals or people, but I can see little China figures, and they're only about 2.5 inches tall. These ones I can see, but I feel they would have been on a shelf or on the picture rails. You know, when they used to have picture rails around the
top of the wall,
something like that.
They're just called little tiny. They're called whimsies, little whimsies.
Knickknacks. Yeah. And she's given me memories of those, so I feel like they would have been brought down and kids played with them, and they were very respectful. And you can't take the hip flask. All right, okay. I definitely saw it. I'm not dismissing it, but I saw it, and you've taken everything, sweetheart. So somebody
it's got to fit somewhere, yeah.
A hip flask, or no, it's definitely a hip flask because I can see the lid on the top of it. But if you can take the ornaments, that's fine, because I can just see the little whimsies, the lovely. And I will close the link, otherwise, like I said, I'll be here all night, because they've just sat themselves down on the breakfast bar with me.
They're more than welcome.
I'll send them over to you guys and you can have them for a bit.
Well,
right, bless you. Thank you, Angela.
I'll be honest, I don't know if it's the same link, but I've got a gentleman and a lady, and the gentleman wouldn't be much taller than the lady. So I would say about the gentleman might be about 5'10", 5'11", but the lady'd be a bit smaller than that, obviously. And they're both not very big in build. They both would be nice and slender as they're coming in. And they're both good. It could be the same ones, I don't know, because these are two together. The man and wife are, I'm good man and wife because they are together. And they're both coming in. And I know you give it flask tone, but when you said that, I got a little drink. So I do know the people who I've got would have probably gone and had just a little drink somewhere, probably in a corner pub or something. Little tots.
A tot of sherry. Yeah, a little tot of sherry. Yeah.
Also, when you said the little ornaments, it's funny because I got someone what would have collected teapots. And I got, the square teapots and the round ones and things like that. But they also showed me a Toby jug. And I got one of those. And they're all coming in. So I don't know if it's for you, Angela, or if it's for teetotal. Well, I'm teetotal, love. There's no wrong with being teetotal. And Tony is. Irene will not say nothing. But
thanks,
but this
friend.
What you do, like a little vodka or a brandy, Irene? Be honest.
I do now and again, occasionally.
These two are there, and they're coming in so much. If you can't understand these, can somebody else please understand this lady and gentleman? I know the gentleman would have liked to have done a crossword or something like that because he could have more or less put his hands to anything. And for some reason, I don't know why they keep bringing me to buses. Now, I'm not saying he worked on the buses or anything like that, but there's something to do with buses because I keep seeing and I keep hearing buses. Can you understand this, Angela? If you can't, that's fine, sweetheart. But if anybody can, please just put a comment up because this is how they're coming in. Okay. And he's also showing me his newspaper. But at the same time, I don't know, I'm itching my chest. There's something to do with top of my chest. I'm itching. So I don't know if it was a skin complaint or if somebody were having pain and that's how they rubbed it, at top of the chest. Because that's what they're just making me do. All right then, sweetheart. I know there's an anniversary around now. Tony said April, didn't you, Tony, I think?
I did,
so I do know there's an anniversary around now or April because they're bringing that in as well. And I'm... He used the buses. That's fine. I just know I got something to do with buses. And if you can understand the lung cancer, darling, that's fine. But I'm just itching top of my chest. So if you can understand that, sweetheart, that is brilliant. Well, it's not brilliant, but it's nice for confirmation. Okay. Can you understand the teapots, sweetheart? Because I've got these teapots. Okay. And I know Tony gave the ornaments and I could see blue and little white ornaments. So I don't know if there was something where she had ornaments what were blue and white or there would be something what was blue and white. Because they keep showing me blue and white, sweetheart. Okay. Why have you given me a cactus? Tony's given you some these rushes. But cactuses can be nice. She's just given me a cactus, darling. Blue and white, thank you, yeah. She's given me a cactus. So there's got to be something why there's a cactus. Wait a minute. It's a Christmas cactus. It's a Christmas cactus. She's just put the little red flowers on. And she's just said I should have known better. It's a Christmas cactus. So she's given me a Christmas cactus, sweetheart. Okay. So I will pass that on to you now she's given it me, okay? She's also talking about a cup of tea. And she's also talking about, I got these other day as well. Them biscuits with currants in.
Oh, I know.
Garibaldi's.
That's it.
Yeah.
And she's just given me a biscuit. What Tony's just said, Garibaldi's.
Garibaldi.
Yeah, and she's just given me them with a cup of tea, sweetheart. Okay. And she's just making reference that somebody either doesn't drink enough milk or they do drink too much milk. Because she's just Tony always says, I need a cow. Because I not drink it, but my tea's always full of milk. So there's something to do with milk, sweetheart, as well.
Milk, that much tea.
I always had a cup of tea and a biscuit. Thank you, darling. but there's something to do with milk, sweetheart. There's something to do with milk. She's just given me a bottle of milk. And I've got to say a bottle of milk and not the plastic containers. She's just said the bottle of milk. Do you know, she's just took me back where we had a bottle of milk with a silver top on, you know, with the cream. She's just took me back then. I hope you can remember this, because that's a memory where she's took me back to this, sweetheart. Okay. She's giving me some roses as well. She says, will I give you the roses, sweetheart? She's telling me they're all different. Mum's trying different milks. Fine. Because I just got to know there's something to do with milk. She's giving me roses, darling. And she's, yes, always a bottle of milk. Thank you. And she's telling me that there was bits and bobs put in with her, which we know everybody puts things in with them. But she's saying there was bits and bobs put in. All right. And she's talking about a photo with children on it. There was a photo put in with children on it, sweetheart. So, because she says, I loved it when the kids were little. Well, she said children, but she loved it when kids were little. And there was a photo put in. Okay. And I've got a purse. Have you got a purse, darling? She's telling me there's a purse. You can take it all. Thank you, darling. Photo, yes. And she's giving me the purse. All right. So I've got to give you that. Irene were on about old pences and that, because I don't know if Irene said 2 and 6pence today, but she's just talked about 2 and 6pence.
Yeah.
Because I had to ask Irene how much that were.
Yeah.
Mum has her purse. Thank you, sweetheart. But can you ask Mum, darling, if you don't know, and I shouldn't be asking, where somebody would have the threatening bits and the old tanners? Because I've got threepenny bits and the old tanners, you know, and the pennies and the tuppence. So it's the old coins I've got. Somebody must have some old coins, darling. The old money coins. Because she's making reference to this. Okay. I am going to leave her love with you. But before I do, can I just take you to a cross and chain, sweetheart? Or something on a cross, something on a chain. And that, she said, and somebody did have a wedding ring on a chain. Somebody put a wedding ring on a chain, whether they were pregnant and it didn't fit them or something, but somebody had a wedding ring on a chain. All right, sweetheart. Lovely people, I've got to say. So lovely. Like Tony said, the energies just blend into one. And that's what they're like. But I've got to say, and I think Tony said it, is, but you are very much like them both, because it's as if you've got both of their energies blended. So you've got a bit of both of them put into you, because that's what you like. All right, sweetheart. And it's so nice to be talking to them. And I'm going to have to go, Tony, because I think you're right, sweetheart. I think they'll be here.
They'll be there forever. They're lovely.
And I'm going to leave
energies.
their love with you, sweetheart, and say thank you for just making everything right. You are like them both. You've got both of their energies, what's blended together and put inside you. And that's just what it's like. Yeah. And I'll say in a night, sweetheart, thank you for letting us work with your lovely grandma and granddad, was it?
I think so, yeah.
It was grandparents. Thank you, sweetheart.
Lovely. Lovely.
Well, I don't know if I can add anything to that, but I've got a lady. I don't know if it's the same lady and gentleman that Jean and Tony have had, but this lady, she keeps putting a quilt in my hands. And I know, I think Tony said earlier that she didn't like to throw away everything thrown away. She liked to do amend if she could. And I've got this lady taking off clothes and making rag rugs and making quilts out of them. They didn't have many quilts in those days, but the old-fashioned eider-down, she'd put the colours together and make covers for them so that the material wouldn't go to waste, basically. If I'm not with you, Angela, then it must be somebody else that I'm with. But this lady, as well as the fact that she was a straight talker, this lady's got a gentlemanness about her as well. Right, okay, sweetheart, because she's just put on my hands, because I knit, as you know, everybody knows I knit. but she's just put this great big pile of material in my hands and a pair of scissors, and it's like I'm cutting everything up and making all these pretty patterns and making these lovely covers and pillowcases and stuff, because this was the days before we had duvet covers and quilts. This is when it was all blankets and eider-downs, and we used to, and she's got the stuffing, to make the duck down stuffing to make a nice eider-down for the bed. Oh, that's different.
Looked all right, that.
And she did this in what she's calling her quiet time, and this was when she was there just either on her own or she just wanted a little bit of quiet time. But she said that towards the end of her life, her eyes suffered a little bit and she couldn't do as much as what she liked to do. And then her hands started going and she couldn't lift the heavy material. So she took to doing other things that she could do, like just cutting the material up and trying to do something else with them, like get somebody to make a rag rugs, because they was very important, because again it kept, if you only had lino on the floor, it kept the room warm because of the heat, so the heat wouldn't go out the room. And she's talking about an old-fashioned black leaded range and a coal fire, and putting the food at the side of the fire in the warming cupboard to cook. So we are going back a lot with this. Right, anything else, sweetheart? Oh, and she's just saying she was a knitter and she did a lot for charity. That makes a lot of sense, sweetheart, because that's what I do. Any spare wool I've got, I knit for charity as well. So perhaps that's why she's telling me all this thing. And would you understand where she's showing me some beautiful embroidery? And this is, and I've got embroidered chair back covers and tablecloths and you know, just around the edges, but the beautiful colours. And she was really a whiz with the needle, and she used to turn collars on the gentleman's shirt, she's telling me. Once it went on one side, she'd take it off, turn it and make it nice so that it was all nice for her on the other side as well. So she was very handy with the needle, something I'm not. I'm still learning about that, but I can knit. But she's such a gentle show, and she blue. I know we've given the blue and white pottery, but she's talking about blue. I don't know if
she
it's
likes blue and white. She said that because I said it.
Yeah, I got the blue and white pottery, but I've got something.
No, I said the blue and white.
Right.
Thing.
Okay.
Anyway, I mean, it doesn't matter, does it? We've all said blue.
No, she's talking about blue, but what? Oh, that's why. I know that. I've got her embroidering some blue irises on a tablecloth. They're really big blue beaded ones, and they're a blue and a blue cardigan.
Blue cardigan.
That's where the blues come from, because I believe she wore the cardigan when she was being put to rest, if memory serves me right. And she's just talking away, and like you've both said, we'll be all right with her, bless her. But she's so lovely, and she just, oh, bless you, thank you. You have the embroidered tablecloth. Thank you, Angela. Brilliant. That's absolutely wonderful. This lady was so gentle sometimes in her ways, especially with the younger ones around her, and she liked to sort of hold them and help with them when she could, but towards the end of her life she couldn't do it. But they all rallied round her, they all came to see her, she's telling me, and she was proud of the family that she had, that was hers, and what she created. And just before I leave you, sweetheart, I've got to give you a prayer book or a Bible. I don't know what it is, but I know it's white. And so it's either a prayer book or a Bible that's in the family, sweetheart. And I'm going to leave all her love with you. God bless you. She's absolutely gorgeous, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I got the blue cardigan.
They were both absolutely gorgeous.
They are beautiful, both.
I didn't have the gentleman with me, but I did have, like I say, the lady came across. So obviously, after she spoke to you two, she hadn't finished.
No.
Oh, right. Okay. Thank you, Angela, for that confirmation.
Well, that's it. We all had that little bit extra as well, didn't we?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And we all got
Yeah.
something different.
yeah,
We all got
which
something
is lovely.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
beautiful.
It really is. It really is. But
I like it
gorgeous
this
energies,
way, Tony.
Angela.
I think
Dear.
it's nice this, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Cool.
My
Yeah,
face just looks fatter, mind
little
you.
slots. Yeah. Pardon?
My face does look fatter. I don't. Yeah.
No, it's
No, I don't know.
it's a nicer close up of us all. You haven't got a
Yeah.
fat face,
Oh
Jean.
God, I have.
Yeah. No, you haven't. If you, go out, it'll be all right.
It won't even sunk. Mine don't even go in like Tony's. Look even worse.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Irene, have you any duck? Have you any quick ones?
No, I don't. I know they just. This lady's still stood here, and I don't know if she still wants to tell me some more. But she's just being quiet now, and she's just watching and listening.
I've
So
still got the gentleman.
yeah,
They're
Still got the
around, aren't they?
gentleman.
Because I can still feel them. They're just.
Oh, it's lovely.
Tony,
And
did you mention September? Because I've just heard September mentioned.
I don't know. No,
And
I don't think I did.
Right, and she's just said, Angela, I don't know if the lady likes summer or if you can understand summer meaning something, either a road or the name, but I've just heard summer. So I don't know if she likes summer or if it was a name or a road. Can you understand, please, summer? Or can you just understand summer in some way? September, yes, thank you, because I heard that. And then she's just said summer. So I don't know if it's a name or if she likes summer. You know, the weather.
Summer weather.
Yes, summer weather.
They both passed in summer.
Oh, they both passed in summer.
Thank you, because I heard summer, but I didn't know in which text. And I've got to say, sweetheart, they're not going to go, are they? But they're both showing me where they would have been sat on a bench at some point. So I don't know if they like to both go. Yeah, I don't know if they both would like to go out and walk, or you did, because I'm seeing them on a bench. They're both on a garden bench.
Her engagement ring and her wedding ring must be somewhere, because they're twirling my rings.
Angela's got it.
Well, they don't want to leave, these two, do they? Bless them.
They had a bench outside their bungalow.
Used to sit arm in arm.
Thank you, because I'm seeing them sat on a bench.
These two were real soulmates, weren't they? Real soulmates.
And I've got to say that they were very respected by people. You know, people used to acknowledge them and respect them for where they were.
Yes, I took it, and I know exactly where I took it, Stacey. It was at the birdhouse that your granddad Jack wanted to go to.
Mum has the 2 rings.
Before he passed away.
I just saw the bench.
Yeah.
Oh.
They don't want to go, Angela. They really don't.
They were very well respected, but they had time as well for people, you know, because I can just see them where, you know, they'd say good morning or afternoon and things like that.
Yeah.
And they was liked. I don't know.
Angela.
They had a lot of friends as well, didn't they? They had a lot of friends, and it was just the sort of people they were.
I'll just say, I'm sorry that this message has been like a big one private message, but it's obviously that at this moment in time, Angela does need this, because this is how it can work. So I do apologise on behalf of us all. This is how it's worked, but there's not a lot we can do when spirit come in like that, and it does come in for someone like this.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like we said, Jane, the thing is, like Irene says, and you've said it, everybody can take something from a message.
From a message, yeah.
And
which is true.
I know the majority of the evidence Angela's been able to understand, but if it resonates deep within you as well.
Everybody can take something from somebody else's message.
Bless you. So, Angela will put you in our books.
Yeah. So whatever anybody can take on here tonight can take from that, from Angela's message, then please do so, because this is how it can work.
Yeah.
Okay, it does how it works. Can I just say, Angela, please, I don't know why they're talking about. I know we all have mobile phones, but I don't know if one's not working properly or just watch where somebody wants a new one because they've just fetched a mobile phone in. So I don't know if someone's wanting a new one or there's something wrong with one.
I'm wanting a new one.
I'm
So
wanting a new one.
if anybody wants to give me a mobile phone,
Or me. Or me. Or me. I'm much appreciated.
You won't be on your own at the hospital, Angela. They'll be with you.
No,
sweetheart.
you won't. You won't.
From Spirit,
Definitely
they'll
won't,
be with
sweetheart.
you. One on each side of you, holding you up. So don't worry.
Daughter wants one. Right, because they're just showing me a new mobile phone here and they're making me laugh with it. And one has one glued to the ear. One's always glued to the ear. Well, it's true. Well, I don't because mine's always breaking down on me. It don't work, does it, half the time?
You just kill them.
I don't know what it is.
They are
with you.
I try and ring her and she cuts me off, Tony.
It just doesn't. I can't hear you. I do my best. I just think it's me. I'm a bit.
No,
what kind of
you,
Nicola? I need a new phone. I need one.
So do I. So do I.
Well, I can't say that because I just got one.
You've just got one. You have.
You just got your Google Pixel Pro.
Yeah, Pixel 6 Pro. Yes, I did. Yes.
Bless her. She's had to have it sorted out twice because she's touched a button. She didn't know what she was touching.
Oh God, yeah.
I've
so it's
got
not
iPhone.
Just me.
Claire, I want the new SE, the new iPhone SE.
Our Bev, but not our Bev. That's the wrong word. John's Bev has got the new iPhone 13 mini, and she's had nothing but trouble with it since she got it. I want an iPhone, Claire. That's what I want.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, we have come to.
Thanks, Stace.
Yeah, the one Mum keeps threatening to throw out the window. Mm-hmm.
And she's only just got it, by the way. I've got a new iPhone 12. Our Amy's got that iPhone 12. But that's a decent one, isn't it?
Yeah,
I just want a
new
one. I keep Nicola. Can I just say it's Nicola from our Rainbow Project, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Nicola, aren't you seen me asking everybody when I'm there at your group, does anybody want to give a phone away? And bless her, there's only Daisy what has turned around and said, I could have hers. But that was Tony's old one.
Yeah.
She did.
And I don't think that was new to me.
But she did, bless her, didn't she, Tony?
she
says, Jean, you can have mine. But I'll not say the word she did say, but more or less it's no good. Tony get it.
It's rubbish, basically. But anyway.
You're very welcome, Angela. You're more than
very
welcome. God bless you. You obviously needed it, sweetheart. And
you did.
Thursday at the hospital.
Yes, it was meant to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everyone, please take whatever you can from that message.
Yes. And they are pretty good, actually. They are pretty good, Nick. Anyway, we've come to the end of the service. There will be is it craft on Tuesday, Nicola?
Yeah, it was food last week, so it's craft.
So it'll be craft this week. I think that's it.
Nothing. Have you got anything on this week, Irene?
I don't know without looking in my diary, but I don't think so at this moment in time. No, because I think the only one I've got this week at this, unless I get anything come in, is Craft with you on Sunday.
And Friday evening.
Friday evening here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
Thursday will be
Thank you,
Littleport
Nicola.
Christian Spiritualist. So Littleport will have their service on Thursday. So watch that on Facebook or YouTube.
Who is it?
He hasn't put up yet.
Oh.
He hasn't put anybody up yet. But yes, I think that's everything.
On Sunday or Saturday afternoon, it's Rainbow Project at WAF.
It is, yes.
I'm telling you, see, I know these things now. And on Sunday, at Thurcroft, it is Michael Fenn. from Doncaster is a nice gentleman. I'm not saying where he's nice, but he is a very nice gentleman.
He had nice assets.
Yeah, especially when he turned round.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Tom. I patted the cat, then he sat on me and he laid on my knee, bless him.
A very nice chap is Michael Fenn. If you'd like to come along to Burcroft, 7 o'clock.
Well, Jean and I will be there, and hopefully Tony will be there as well.
I should be.
Michael, so
and
we'll
Michael,
be there.
Yeah.
That's about it.
So that's all of our notices.
I've been on the holidays for 2 weeks. Jean's been on the holidays for 2 weeks. We've got to go do some work now, Jean.
Yeah, we've got to get up to Burcroft and yes, get it sorted.
Are you
Stacey's coming?
That's all right. Stacey's coming.
Yeah. So
where are we going?
That's everything.
Burcroft.
Oh yeah, and I've just joined the new group for Rainbow Project. The out for different
the members
things.
One.
Yes,
yeah,
I've joined that
one.
Yeah.
Oh, where's that? Send me the link, up.
It's on Facebook. Yeah, it's on Facebook.
I told you about the theatre.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I've had a sleep. Well, yeah, I've had a
going to see Pinky Boots,
which I got told off for saying on the rostrum.
You did
at one church.
Yes. But not at the other church, did you, Jean? Because you mentioned it again.
At one church, I got told off for saying that.
Yes, but
I told John Street about your lady in Whittam Road last night.
Yes. Funny.
That does sound like my granddad, darling, but you can't be talking to him because he's dead.
That's just what she said. I'll never forget it.
And Jean said, should you be in the Methodists, darling, because it's over the road and down a bit?
Yeah, well, they said, you don't know where we are, but bless her.
Anyway, that's that. So we will see you all back here on Friday. God bless you and keep you safe till then. And could we have a closing prayer, please?
We can, darling. Can we bow our heads? Dear Lord, Divine Father, thank you for a wonderful service over the internet. And thank you to our wonderful congregation who come and join us each and every week. Could I please ask the veil between the two worlds be closed? Could I please ask any healing energies left to go out into the world? To all the four corners, Lord, you know where they're needed most, especially out to Russia. Could we please ask that the convoys keep going and taking aid across? Could we also say a healing prayer for our animal kingdom and our wonderful Mother Earth? And until we meet again, may a guardian angel walk with each and every one of you. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. God bless you and keep you safe.
Everybody
Good night,
keep
everybody.
safe.
God bless. Good night.